Yo, what up? It's your boy Ruthless267, and I'm back with another vinyl unwrapping. It's been a minute, but been real busy. Again, I just like doing these for fun. It's just a joy I have in actually sharing and collecting these kind of vinyls. So go ahead and make sure you like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is. Not really here to try to make money, but it's just for fun, and I really hope that I'm entertaining you guys.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
And helping you with your vinyl collection and selection and how you go about buying what you're looking for and whatnot. So today we will be going to the 90s, one of my favorite eras. It's probably not my favorite era of music. And if you can't tell by now who we're going to be doing vinyl unwrapping of, but this is more of a punk rock sound or more of a punk pop sound, as many have called it. And today we will be unwrapping the third studio album by Green Day, Dookie. Now this particular vinyl copy that we got is a Hot Topic exclusive. It's a special green translucent vinyl. That was like a really fun one for me to find and get. There was another one out there, a Barnes and Noble's release. It was kind of like a brown, little splatters here and there, and it was actually supposed to resemble Dookie feces, for those of you that don't know that. So
Whoa, ain't that some shit?
it was really hard to try to figure out which one. I still may go out and try to find it and buy it. I've seen it out there floating.
No pun intended.
Green Day, green vinyl. I know one of the first times this album was released back in the 90s, they did have a green release, so this is the closest I'm gonna get. If you want to try to find that original green release, be ready to pay some real good money for that one, because that's a hard one. It was like a numbered one. I don't remember how many copies they made, but it was like a numbered one. But nonetheless, here we go. Hot Topic exclusive, special Green Day translucent vinyl. Here's your artwork. The infamous illustration. You see it on t-shirts, as if you didn't see it before I laid this vinyl down. Kind of like a Where's Waldo feel to it, but it's dope. I really enjoy it. You got the back. Unfortunately, I don't have the infamous copy where one of the fans is holding the Ernie plush. If you remember that. Now, once upon a time, I used to have the CD in the 90s. I've lost a lot of CDs up until this time. On the original pressing of the art cover of this vinyl, yeah, one of the fans roughly in this area is holding an Ernie plush doll. I guess that really upset some people, possibly the Sesame Street people.
Will you cut that off?
So they had to render it out and then re-release it again. Released on Reprise label. Kind of one of like this is supposedly their first major release backed by a major label with just due, because at the end of the day, up to this point, this album has sold over 20 million copies worldwide. Impressive. And it's funny because the backstory to this is when it was released on February 1st, 1994, didn't do that well. And this is kind of like one of those glory stories that I really love about music back then versus the way they have to do it now. Nowadays, if you're not platinum or having a certain amount of streams within the first week, they're done with you. But this is the prime example of quality over quantity. When this album debuted on the top 200, it debuted at number 127 on February 1994. It got removed from it, and then it kind of re-entered maybe a couple months later, and it actually finally peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200 almost a year later on January 28, 1995. A year later for it to actually have some commercial success and get up there in the top Billboard 200. Can you look at that as constituting as to why it sold 20 million copies? Do the math, a steady climb, steady race, and it came out on top, victorious. So that just goes to show that it doesn't necessarily have to be making noise as soon as it comes out, but with the right promotion and the right singles, and then also the right quality of music, you're gonna get something good. All right, so February 1st, 1994, I was in middle school. Most of the vinyl, it seems like, that I present recently is like from my middle school era. How funny. Matter of fact, a lot of the vinyls I do the unwrapping of are going to be either from middle school or high school era. Very few from before and after. The album didn't really hit me. It didn't get much of my attention. I liked it. I remember Longview was the first single that I was introduced to. Shout out to my homie Bobby from Mobile from the middle school days. up in Moreno Valley. Yeah, this album was played, and I remember Longview was the track. The chorus, I don't know, it was really good. I enjoyed it, but it was being clouded out mostly by, at the time, Stone Temple Pilots had released Core. That was like a super aggressive sound, and it was just grabbing my attention, and along with Nirvana. So this one kind of, you know, just like most people, it started hitting me that summer of '94. I believe I moved to Michigan around that time. And it wasn't until I actually got to Michigan that I bought the CD. I just started appreciating that album in a whole different way. As soon as Basket Case was released that summer, it just started, I guess I got over Soundgarden and Stone Temple Pilots releases that year. It just takes me back, and this is one of those albums that I can listen to from the beginning all the way to the end, like it's no problem. You know, you got Burnout, Having a Blast, Chump, Longview, Welcome to Paradise, banger song right there. Pulling Teeth, Basket Case, She, Sassafras Roots, When I Come Around, Coming Clean, Emenius Sleepus, and in the end, FOD. Make sure you get that sticker here for the UPC to make sure that it's actually the green translucent vinyl. That was a big deal I learned about in vinyl shopping, so it's got to have that sticker. All right, great album, really takes me back. It's even one of those albums that my kids listen to today, so it's definitely got a sound that's timeless. The lead singles from this album, all classics. Longview, released on February 1st, 1994 with the album. Welcome to Paradise, March 4th, 1994. Around summer is when it started getting really big of 1994, so that helps with the release of Basket Case, which was released on August 29th, 1994. And when it really started kicking off, although it was kind of released as a single on January 31st, 1995, it already had gotten a lot of buzz on the radio, and that was When I Come Around. And that album started making it skyrocket up into the Billboard, and that's how it ended up peaking at number 2. They also had the unofficial single, She. It was kind of like a radio play only. They didn't really release any kind of tape or CD single for it. So She got played a lot on the radio. I remember that, 94. Out here in Southern California, we have it was a pretty cool rock station. It still is. I listen to another one now, but it's called K-Rock 106.7, and that was played heavily at that time. Now I'm a K-Cal guy, 96.7. So anyways, this album has been labeled as one of the greatest punk rock albums of all time. It's also credited with actually bringing the punk rock sound to mainstream and popularity, opening doors for bands like Weezer. This is the album that really put Green Day as a contender as one of the greats. This album really pushed Green Day to worldwide fame. And even though it had success with the previous albums, was it Kerplunk? I know that one went platinum. That took time as well. 39/Smooth. That was like an independent album. Did very well for them on the independent level. I think it was like 3,000 copies in their first week, which is pretty cool for an upcoming band at that time. Can't wait to open this up. The song I'll be playing is When I Come Around. That is probably my favorite track on the whole album. But the whole album is dope. It's like one of those from beginning to the end. All right, let's go ahead and open up this bad boy and take a look at that nice green vinyl. All right, here's the spine. Reprise Records. This one's gonna be kind of challenging. All right, here we go. Well, first, before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the artwork that's in here. Nice, you got some photos. This is I do also have a black vinyl copy pressing of this. So it's roughly the same artwork, but it's really cool just for you guys who haven't seen it. Some studio photos, photo shoots for the album. Probably the stuff you would see on the CD. And the doodle effects that go with like the whole theme of the artwork on the front. The lyrics. I've always been a fan of albums having the lyrics, the inserts. So that's that joint we're gonna play right there, When I Come Around. I heard you crying aloud. All right. And here we go. Nice. Super clean. Get rid of that trash insert. And here we have the green. Might look a little dark where I have it right now, but let me go ahead and take this off. Maybe put it behind the white so it can look a little brighter. But there's that green translucent. Side A. And side B. Nice. Very cool. Well, I can't wait to go get this onto the Wheel of Steel. Really hope you guys can see that green. Might look pretty kind of dark in this lighting, but again, let's go get this on the Wheel of Steel when I come around. All right, so here I am at the infamous Wheel of Steel. I'm gonna go ahead and be spinning on my Audio Technica. I noticed the Ruthless Records slipmat. Went ahead and got that at Ear Candy, so you can go ahead and look for them on IG. Ear Candy Music. Let's go ahead and put down this cool looking green translucent vinyl of Green Day's third studio album, Dookie. And if you haven't noticed, the little turtle here, Michelangelo, rocking the mini vinyl. Shout out to Small Fun Shop on Instagram. She makes these custom vinyls. Already quite a few from her. She's based out on the East Coast, so she ships them pretty fast. I like this customer service that she has, very friendly. She always gives you a little card like that when you order from her. And I got tons of little mini vinyls on deck that I can't wait to show off. Mikey with the Green Day vinyl. All right. Again, the track we're going to be playing is When I Come Around. Let's go ahead and get these cleaned off. Big Fudge vinyl. I went ahead and bought this on Amazon. It's a pretty cool beginner's kit just so that you can get familiar with learning how to clean your vinyl so that all the lint doesn't prevent skipping and how to take care of these. Not too bad. Okay.
Crying loud all the way across town. You've been searching for that someone that is me out of the crowd. As you sit around feeling sorry for yourself. Well, don't get lonely now. And try your one and eyes. I'm just hoping for the moment sneezing by. So upside you've been thinking about ditching me. The time that takes the world around. 'Cause you know where I'll be found when I come around.
All right, so that was the track When I Come Around. It's a pretty cool song. I know the lead singer, was it Billy Joe Armstrong? From what I understand, he wrote that song about being away from his girlfriend at the time, who he met at tour, I believe it was in Minnesota, on one of their first albums that they had, not during the time of Dookie. Trying to cope and deal with that relationship and keeping it together while being on tour, and his girlfriend at the time being sad and lonely that he's gone and he's away, going from state to state. And so that was like a personal song to kind of express how he felt during that time. The cool thing about it is that those two ended up actually getting married. And they're still married to this day, and they have given birth to 2 kids. And their marriage was July '94, just a few months after the release of the Dookie. So what a good testament, man. That's awesome to hear that about them. But yeah, When I Come Around, banger. Here is your green translucent, the Hot Topic one, and then you got your regular one, black vinyl. Both are cool. Gotta have both. Again, still heavily considered about getting the Dookie Brown variant that was released by Barnes and Nobles. Still up in the air, but yep, Hope you liked it. And again, don't forget to follow, subscribe. Keep checking in as we try to open up and specialize in colored vinyl, picture discs, limited edition pressings, whatever we can get our hands on that's decent and affordable. All right. And until then, see you next time.